Good morning. We're live at Manchester Airport. Don't worry, the lecky hasn't gone. It is the very, very early stream. So we're due to go live at 6 a.m. and we're making the final adjustments to our camera so that we can give you the best view of the comings and goings as we can. And so obviously visibility will improve as the light improves. Telly, hello. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Using the wow emoji. Hope you're good. We did do a quick nip on Thursday night on Halloween, just to see what it was like, and the girls wanted to see what it was like as well. You can catch that on our channel. But this morning, it's our Guy Fawkes stream. I've had a really, really good week. A really good week, and the spotting's been good as well, to be fair. And so, unfortunately, just me, myself, and I this morning. It's a bit early to get little girls out of bed, but I'm sure they will be moderating in the background as the morning progresses. So I wanted to get here early because there's a couple of comings and goings. There's also a Jet 2 that we've been looking out for today. There's actually 2 Jet 2 flights that they're going out of operation, so the last passenger flights take place today. We will be here for the first one, but the second one, it'll be too late for us because it looks like that is coming in from Fuerteventura at 10 to 10 tonight. And of course, the information we have, Palma de Mallorca at 10 to 10 tonight. But the one we're watching out for this morning is Fuerteventura, I can't even say it. Fuerteventura to Manchester is the one that we're looking out for this morning. Flight number LS998 should be the plane in question. And so it'll be nice to bid farewell. That, of course, will be making way for the new batch, as they call it. And so hopefully it's nice and clear where you are.
It's a little bit difficult to see in the dark as to how clear it is on your screen. But a very good morning to you. Wherever in the world you are, it's great to have you on board this morning. And so I do have a little friend in my ear now, so I can hear a bit more detail about what's going on at the airport. Obviously, it's not broadcastable. It's illegal to broadcast it in the UK. And so therefore we won't. I will listen and report to you should there be anything that I can advise you of, arrivals, departures, possible diverts. Looking through the departure list this morning, I think there is a reposition. Well, I'll be able to see if Flight Radar will load up. And so I noticed last night, whether that's still going ahead, just scanning through. Can't find it now. That's typical, isn't it? Good morning, aviation fan. Welcome. Hope you're all good where you are. So for those that are on the members, we've got emojis for you to make use of. Those emojis are growing in number all the time. And so there are a couple of flights making contact with ATC with regard to an on-the-hour departure. I can tell you, I don't know where that reposition is. I thought it was earlier than that. Yeah, no, it's not there now. No, maybe I'll just check the arrivals and make sure it's not coming in. Yeah, no, can't see anything on there. So unless they've altered it, it's disappeared. So no reposition that I can see. And so we are using at the moment single ground ops. We're in day 3 of the winter schedule. The winter schedule starting on November the 1st. Good morning, Christopher Porter. Hello. This is where hopefully we will see some planes and not just a blanket of darkness. The daylight is attempting to come through, but it's still 5:42 at the moment, so a little bit earlier than scheduled. Making our final alterations to the cameras to make sure that we get the best possible view that our cameras can do for you. And so it's great to have you on board. We are waiting for a couple of planes to taxi to the runway we're using at the moment. Unfortunately, is not the piano keys, but all is not lost. It means that what happens there is we get some absolutely wicked takeoffs, because we get to follow them up, up, up and away, rather than chase them down on 23 left, 23 right. Will give us some magnificent views from where we are set up on our camp. So yeah, at the moment, it's just a lovely view of the air control tower. Planes coming soon. So it is quite sporadic in the early hours. It's mainly arrivals that come very, very early. Two did arrive as I was setting up my my outdoor broadcast unit. Being Hainan and a Tui. And so Hainan, of course, making the usual journey from Beijing. Expected at 5:50, so I thought we'd get here for that, but the cheeky scamps got here 19 minutes early. And so we just caught the back of that taxiing away from the runway to the terminal. And the flight prior to that landed, which was absolutely bang on when we arrived at the airport this morning. That was at 5:16. It landed on time from Melbourne, not Melbourne, Australia, of course. That'd be Melbourne in the state of Florida in America. Yes, I didn't know there were two, but I believe there are. And so I can hear that Qatar have requested to land at the airport. Qatar are on the way in, so that's where our camera's going this morning. So it is a little far out at the moment, arriving in about 2 minutes from Doha. At the moment, it's just coming over Stockport. And so we should soon see the nose light of the Qatar 787 Dreamliner in our lens. At the moment, we're focused on a windsock. That orange blob right in the distance is the windsock. Let's show you some lights for a minute or so. Good morning if you just joined us. We're live in the dark. I know it's dark, but there's pretty lights going on, and it's a sight to be seen at the airport in the early hours. And so Qatar are just approaching Cheadle now, so we should begin to see their lights. However, still a couple of miles out. Ground speed of 159 knots. They're traveling right now. And so as soon as I can see light, we'll turn the camera so that you can see yourself. go, put those lenses there so they don't fall off. So I can see poking through the trees. I can see the nose light of the Qatar 7879. Just out of camera shot for you at the moment, folks. There it is. There it is. Making its way. Their journey began in Doha 6 hours and 58 minutes ago. Unmistakable shape of a Dreamliner. Beautiful shape. No tail light on, there's stealth in it as well. Christopher Porter, welcome to Cabin Crew. It's great to have you. I think we're going to have to start giving lines out for these planes that are arriving with no tail light. It's just a series of red flashing lights that we see when that happens, unfortunately. Beautiful plane as well. Christopher, you absolute legend. Wow, thank you so much, my friend. I'm truly grateful to you and to Telly for becoming cabin crew members. Your support is massively appreciated, as is anyone's support. Is that someone waving? Who could tell? It might be me. It could be me, you know. And so with the cabin crew membership, what we want to do is we want to do some streams from other airports for you. We want to put special videos on as well. It is all coming. It is all coming. And what we'll do, of course, is the videos that we upload, our members will see before anybody else sees. And so that you don't miss out on the action and the updates. You can, if you wish, become a member. You don't have to. You can just lurk if you wish as well. And so Air France have pushed back. Or just about to push. They're requesting push anyway. And Lufthansa are requesting as well. And so we do have Jet2. Get ready with your turkey teeth emojis because they're off to Dalaman. Oh, the excitement of a turkey teeth emoji. They're there somewhere, I promise. Ah, you found the supermod emoji, Christopher. Yes, yes. And so there is, you might be able to see a shark fin of a Jet2. You might. They are going to turn and burn. Darling, hold my hand. And there's also a darling hold my hand emoji for those inclined. Making their way down to the runway, another Jet 2 flight. Now, this destination's a new one on me. Kalamata. And that is Greece. Making its way to runway 23 right. Making its way into the darkness. Oh, the excitement of going on holiday, man. Oh, that'd be nice. So anyway, back to the other airports. Well, we're quite lucky to be in the position that we are here because living in Chester, I have a number of airports that are quite local to me. Well, within easy reach anyway. Blackpool, an hour and 20 minutes. Leeds Bradford, about 90 minutes. Manchester, where we are now, 45 minutes. Birmingham, 80 miles. So that's about an hour and 20 minutes or so as well. And so that is the plan, to bring you some very, very exclusive streams. Yeah. Also, Etihad are using the 777 now, which will be a lovely, lovely thing to see at Manchester. But I also noticed that Qatar sent in an A350 1000 rather than using a Dreamliner when I was here during the week, which, as you can imagine, ticked my boxes, being an A350 fan. Jet 2. So the Qatar is holding. You can see on the, let me see flashing lights. No, we can't see flashing lights. Oh, there you go. That's why, it's because they're there. Qatar is holding just on the taxiway down from the RVP, if you know the airports. And so, yeah, it's... it does keep you on your toes streaming in the dark, doesn't it? It really does. So just looking for that incoming Air Transat that will be from Toronto. As we speak, they are just over Duckingfield, arriving in approximately 3 minutes. And so it is an A330 243. Let's go a little bit closer, shall we? Just thought, well, let's have a look and see if we can see some comings and goings while we're waiting. And so we do have Ryanair on the runway. Off to ORK. Always makes me smile because it's only missing the C for its destination. You can always rely on Ryanair to use their tail light and give you a spectacular view of their takeoff. Off they go to the Emerald Isle. And let's just have a look. Jet 2 are lined up on the runway. And G Sunday, a 1-year-old aircraft, A321neo to be exact. Darling, hold my hand. Into the darkness to find the sunshine. Now spin this round because the Air Transat is coming in right now. So they're probably over heel green at the moment coming in. But that is the nose light of the Air Transat. From Toronto to Manchester. In the Airbus A330, departed Toronto 6 hours and 37 minutes ago. That's not a bad journey time at all, that, from Toronto, is it? Very good trip. Yeah, they must have got on the Jetstream highway and it must have pushed them a bit quicker. But put the sail out. And it arrived in quick time. Ryanair just waiting for clearance to depart. Right at the end of the runway, just by the airport pub, if you know the airport. You'll see the windsock down there. Just open my bottle of water. Ryanair is moving down the runway. Off we go to Alicante. Why can't you? Alicante. Andrew Hughes, good morning. Hope you're good. Very early stream. We were up and running slightly earlier this morning as well. Never a bad thing. It's always good at the airport. A couple of people at work, I said, oh, I'm going to the airport tomorrow. What, you going on holiday again? No, I'm not going on holiday again, love. If you know, you know. So Transat and Qatari are on their way in now. It's a cheeky arrival. So this one be Gulf Air arriving from Bahrain. Just having a look to see if there's Emirates just going over Stockport. That's travelling between Dubai and Washington. Unfortunately, because it's dark, we won't be able to see that. However, it'll be very, very high and just a dot in the sky. Meanwhile, back to the early morning run out. You can normally see what's over here. We were looking over here the other night, weren't we? They don't seem as bright, those lights, there this morning. They seem really bright the other night. And so, looking into the darkness, Ryanair are waiting patiently for authorization to get underway. They're off for some spaghetti. Well, they might not be, but they're going to Naples. And then I think we're going to have a few waiting in the queue. We've got a Lufty, another Ryanair, and an Orange Airways. And you'll be glad to know there's an Orange Airways emoji for you to use if you remember. Hopefully you'll enjoy using that. Oh, I can't wait. I want to use it myself, but we've got 3 planes to watch first. Just waiting patiently. It is there, honest. It should start moving in a moment or two. Ah, I love that Have a Go at Other Mall. They're the ones on offer at the moment. And so the wow is Ivymay's emoji because she was looking after the chat the previous 2 streams. She's only 8. And so there was a couple of remarks that she made that was wow, several W's, several O's, and several W's. And so we decided that it was fitting that she have her own emoji, and that's the wow emoji. Absolutely. We are waiting patiently. I can see on flight radar Ryanair is waiting to leave. I can't see that anything is due to land. There's another Emirates going over, Dubai to New York. That's just travelling. It's just past Cheadle and Gatley. So Qatari is still taxiing in. So it looks like they're trying to make room at the moment and filter everyone out that should be going out and filter everyone in that should be going in. We've got them some nice heavy hitters on their way in to disembark their passengers. So you've got Air Transat, and that's an A330, the Qatar 787 Dreamliner. And then, of course, the Gulf Air is a Dreamliner as well, isn't it? So I think that is what the hold-up is, trying to shuffle things around to fit everybody in. We're still poised and waiting patiently for Ryanair's 737 MAX 8 to depart the airport. See Air France on their way down to join that queue. So there should be some exciting stuff when we do get clearance to take off. Well, yeah. Oh, I can see movement. It looks like... Oh. Now, the Ryanair flight has removed it. It's removing itself from the runway, and it's going in the taxiway, and everyone's moving down. So I'm not sure what that situation is, but the Ryanair that was poised and waiting for takeoff has actually removed itself from the runway, and it looks like it's rejoined the queue behind the EasyJet flight. Not entirely sure why that is. Lufty has made its way to the front, and it's there, and it's going to keep going. This one is an Airbus 319. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure why that Ryanair did that. It may just be to do with Windows. The Lufty needed to go, and so the Lufty went. It's still in the queue. So yeah, they're doing a shuffle, bit of a shuffle. So Ryanair... thundering down the runway. They'll come into your shot now. That's a long takeoff for Ryanair. Long takeoff for Ryanair, that one. And so EasyJet make their way to the runway. They've completed their taxi past the airport pub, and they're now waiting to head off and find the sunshine. We've got an arrival as well. There it is. Oh, lovely. Abu Dhabi 777. Lovely 777 just landing now. Of course, by Etihad. Beautiful 777. We don't see many of these around, do we? And it's always a real treat when we do. Very nice indeed. And if that's the one I think it is, that's a lovely livery, that as well. I'm looking forward to seeing that when it goes back out later on. It's really, really nice. So it's yeah, very nice indeed. So yeah, it's like a sandy colour, and it's got the motif on the tail with a retro stripe passing through the tail, as well as the fuselage. Little stunner. Little stunner. So we'll swing back to Ryanair, who are actually going now. They completed their run round the taxi block, but they're off to Naples. Not messing around. Not messing around at all now. Smashing. So in the queue, Ryanair are asking permission to push by the sounds of it as well. So we've got a number of planes in the queue for the run out now. So next off is Air France, and they will be going to Charles de Gaulle, making their usual trip from Manchester. An Airbus A220 will be used for this one, and it's brand new, brand spanker. Brand new, registered in August. Hear the engines building, and they're off. Rocketing down the runway. Mike Wild, good morning. Hello, how are you? Great to have you on board, my friend. You've joined us in the midst of the early morning runouts at the airport. EasyJet are making their way, making that final turn from the taxiway onto the runway. And they're in an A320 Neo. I know you can't see very much at the moment. You will. It'll get better. It'll get better. So we're doing all right. We've got a bit of a queue. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planes in the queue waiting for approval to get gone to a sunnier place. The first of which is an Orange Airways, and they're underway. You'll see their shark fin and their headlights. Off to a land far away. Portugal's not that far, is it, from here? A couple of hours. Off they go. So KLM. I was so excited on Tuesday when I came. We went to the RVP, and their brand new A321 Neo arrived. It's the one that was used in their marketing campaign. So I was very, very pleased to see that. I've been waiting since July to see it. So it was nice to actually get that. That is a video on it's uploaded as a video. The footage isn't very good because of the position I was. You get some really good footage from the RVP, but the downside is that people tend to stand in your way. I love a KLM City Hopper livery. Go back on the ground and see if we can find some more planes that are leaving this fine place for another Ryanair, poised and waiting patiently. Going. The engines are building. No stopping for Ryanair. Getting gone is the key. And so the daylight is beginning to make an appearance. I see my hand in front of my face now. So you arrive under the cover of darkness and leave under a beautiful blue sky, it would be hoped. Tui requesting a change of stand in the terminal. We've got a Jet 2 on their way down. That one going to Dubrovnik. Meanwhile, the queue. The run-out queue consists of an Orange Airways, a Ryanair, a TUI, and then joining that queue will be Jet 2. Absolutely. So what I need to do for Telly and Christopher as well is decipher a way that I can add you to our Facebook group with you being members. If you're on Facebook, Christopher's on Facebook. Are you on Facebook as your name, Christopher? And so, yeah, what I need to do is set up a email address so that you can let me know those details, and then I can add you to the group. And that's probably going to be the best way, isn't it, to do it? So please bear with me. I will put an email address on there later on today for you to send me those details both. Okay, I'll have a look for you. I'll have a look for you now, actually. Yeah, I can't. I'll try again a bit later on. No faffing about there, is there? Off they go to find the daylight. Still looks very dark on the camera, but it's actually starting to brighten on my camera because I don't like how that's looking. I wonder if that's... let's try that one now. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I think that might be better. I don't know why, but it was shot on the wrong mode. And so what that meant was my camera was... That's better. My camera was a lot darker than it should have been. Right. Is that better, folks? Is your picture clearer? You know, when you just think to yourself, something's not right. Something's not right. A little bit more experience now. I'm able to fix things without getting too flustered. Incoming flight is the Aer Lingus from JFK. It's an A330. It just felt really weird, you know. Like I said, with the planes taking off, and obviously visibility was improving, but it was still really, really dark in the camera, and couldn't really make that out. And so hopefully your images are much better now. Apologies that I didn't spot that sooner. And so when we can get some more emojis, we will be adding to... Yeah, it is. It's much better, isn't it, Andrew? It's, you know, when you think to yourself, hang on, something's not quite right here. I've got a mirrorless camera. And so that means that straight away, above any other cameras, you have a clearer image. And so, because obviously there's no time required to it's instant. There's no time required to focus or anything like that. It's a manual focus camera anyway. It's actually it's a Canon EOS camera that I operate on this. So yeah, that's much clearer. That's much better. I'm much happy with that. Apologies again, as I said, for that. I don't know what happened there. But fortunately it was dark, so you don't miss much in the dark, really. I love the pretty lights at the airport. Sorry, Telly. Telly's put his sunglasses on now because it's too bright. Of course, I always forget that you're on the other side of the day, aren't you, as well? So 11 hours in front in New Zealand. That's better. See more of what's going on now, can't we? Let's have a look and see how that queue's doing. So in the queue, we've got Jet2, Ryanair, and another TUI. Darling, hold my hand. Emoji. And they're going very early. Lovely. Making a slight adjustment. Might be better. Ryanair's turn. Off for some sprouts. Few stand changes and pushbacks going on in the terminal now. Lufty taxiing down to join the queue. And Tui waiting patiently to be advised to shoey. Tui on the move. And they're in a 737 MAX. I was quite surprised to see this. Yeah, really surprised to see that. They're normally Dreamliners, aren't they? We've got a Lufty making its way down. I like a Lufty. Is that the one going to Munich he said about Telly? Ah. We have an arrival. An arrival to the airport. Ah, not just any arrival, my friends. Not just any arrival at all. Please Stand for the King. All the way from Dubai. 7 hours, 16 minutes ago they left. A6EVB is the reg. I was a bit gutted. The Expo one was here yesterday. We'll stay with the King. Just for the moment, while we wait for the action. Oh, Telly, you're so generous. Thank you so much, my friend. It's really good of you. Telly NZ has gifted 5 memberships. If you're online, please say thank you. I have no words, Telly. You're amazing. Thank you. To Alano, Sly Davis, Yvonne V, Sophie L, and Llewellyn. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Telly. You're an absolutely amazing person. And I think so much of you. Thank you. Your support is, it means the whole world. It really does. We do have an arrival in the shape of an Aer Lingus. We'll leave the King and head over to a Shamrock. Honestly, can't believe that, Telly. 5 memberships. You absolute legend. Thank you. Absolutely blown away. The Aer Lingus landed from Orlando. Airbus A330. High five to the King as it heads towards the taxiway. And we'll head downstream and see if this Lufty is going to make a move. It's good that It's actually light quite early this morning, isn't it? I expected it to be light a little bit later. However, that is probably with the clocks changing last Saturday night. And so that buys us an extra hour of daylight in the morning. And then we lose an hour in the evening, don't we? Isn't he a legend, Christopher? Absolute legend. So there are some planes there. As the land lies, there is a slight hill there. You go over the hill and the airport pub is just beyond that. You can see the lights of the airport pub. I'll just show you in this general direction here. So it'll pass there and then we'll hear some engines, hopefully. There it is, a shark fin of a lufty. A320neo. Not mucking about. Not mucking about at all. Just doing a little bit of adjustment. If you see it go a bit fuzzy on the screen, please do let me know. It just looked a little bit off. Good morning, Joanna. How are you keeping? Hope you're well. Another TUI. Been told to vacate. Well, I wouldn't have to be told twice. Off to a land far away. Thought I heard rain then. Say it's not meant to rain. Ryanair underway. This time off to Oslo, Norway. Lovely takeoff, guys. Lovely smooth transition into the air then. Into what looks like a very, very grey Manchester sky. It must have just been somebody walking up. I thought, blimey, I hope it's not rain, it's not forecast. flying back down the runway. You're going to get sick of using that orange emoji today. Orange Airways. Hello, Grant. Oh, I really need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Hope you're good. Trev Lyon, long time no see. I hope you're good, my friends. And Grant as well. Great to have you on board with us this morning at Manchester. That's it. Both of my friends from New Zealand are now on. Great to see you and have you on board, guys. So if you do like the images you see, please give our like button a tickle. What that does for a small channel like Becky's Planes, Trains and Buses, it moves us further up the rankings and it tells YouTube that we're doing something good, and then lets other people see us as well. And so simply by doing that, it helps massively. And if you like what you see again, then please consider pressing that subscribe button as well. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate that. It's good of you. Hopefully the pictures are loud and clear this morning. I am working on a bit of fine adjustment just to make sure. That's better. That's a bit better that now, isn't it? And so if you're in the Lurkers Lounge, please don't be shy. Come and say hi in our chat. We've got our moderators in there and our regular friends in there. You would be made very, very welcome indeed. And so if you've just joined us, the King has arrived. He was 1 minute early. Due in at 1:45, came in at 44. Meanwhile, TUI have been advised to shoey, hurtling down the runway as fast as their wheels will carry them. And so they're just moving a few planes round on stands in the terminal to make room for others. 2 EasyJet flights lined up and ready to go. I knew you'd find amusement in that emoji, Telly. I really did. It was, it was very much required turkey teeth, wasn't it? So we're just patiently waiting for an EasyJet departure. Ah, we're also experiencing an arrival. I've just seen a nose light of a Ryanair from Copenhagen just entering the screen as we speak. Coming low over the bushes. Incoming bird just passed as well. SC Aviation, hello. Good to have you on board. Hope you're well. We'll leave Ryanair to their wee taxi and we will dart across to Orange Airways. Just coming over the hill. Another arrival. Or dart straight over. In the shape of a veiling. Now I like these ones. This is an A321. I love the livery on these veiling. From Barcelona. Barcelona. I won't sing, I promise. I won't sing. EasyJet queued up and waiting patiently. Are you going, Trev? Well, thank you for stopping by, my friend. It's great to see you. Please call back soon. I love a dotty tail as well. I love a spotty plane. Very nice. Very nice. Jet 2. Taxiing. More than taxiing. Burning. Off to Malta. Just stick that there for a minute and zoom out. What's that, Christopher? I see the ex-Qatar freighter is still parked up by the hangar. That one there, yeah. Nice livery, that one, actually, isn't it? Oops. Tui. What's wrong with the camera, SC Aviation? I know I'm a bit wobbly this morning. Nothing. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I'm a little bit so earlier on it was a bit dark, wasn't it? And I realised it had clicked onto another setting. I don't know how. I hadn't clicked it onto another setting. And so I switched the setting and it seemed to go okay. And so I'm just fine tuning as best I can. It was probably better the way it was, to be honest. So yeah, no, I need to sort that. I've messed with it now and it's slightly out of focus. I apologise. Just trying to get it a bit clearer. Tea trolley off to London Heathrow. That might be better. That's better. That's a lot better. Okay. I'm just a little bit of a perfectionist. I'm never satisfied with the images I bring you. I always want better. And so a lot of other streamers use automatic zoom cameras. I don't. I manually adjust everything. I use a mirrorless camera to shoot my footage, and everything is manually adjusted. It's not pressing a button; it's turning several dials to make sure the picture you've got is clear. I like it that way. It means that I've got more control over it. It means that if you're looking at an object and that moves, you know how sometimes it'll focus on the fence or it'll focus on something that you don't want it to focus on. Mine won't, because it's all manual. I only ever focus on the subject. That's better. That's a lot better, isn't it? This the one off to Lisbon? And so it seems to have gone a little bit quiet, a little bit of a lull. And so I'd say we are expecting. So it must be quiet enough for us to expect something. From Cancun, it's not in the shot yet. I'll take you over that way. It's a TUI flight coming in. They're over Cheadle at the moment, so there isn't very much to look at. And so, but it does say that it's landing in 0 minutes, which means that is very close, and perhaps flight radar isn't as accurate as it would like to be. So a couple of planes taxiing. I can see the lights on it now. You just see the lights coming through the bushes there. And so this is a Dreamliner 7878. Registration Golf Tango Uniform Indigo Echo. The unmistakable shape of a Dreamliner. Beautiful. Beautiful scenes here at the airport this morning. So as much as I admire a nice Dreamliner, you still don't get any closer than an A350 for me. and maybe a 777. Maybe a 777. They're absolute stunners as well. The Qatar 777 come in earlier on. And so be very, very excited to see that one go out a bit later today. SE Aviation, you've got to have your COVID jab today. I haven't had my COVID, but I have had my flu jab. I get an NHS flu jab because I'm asthmatic. And so, yeah, I believe I can have a COVID jab. And so hopefully it doesn't affect you like it's affected others that that I know. There's a few people that have not been very well after it, but then I had my flu jab, and I didn't even feel it go. So hopefully that goes well. You had yours and you had arm aches for days, did you? Oh, blimey. Yeah, I remember the COVID jabs I had. I had achy arms and the whole lot. And previous flu jabs have been the same, you know. But this one, I didn't even feel her do it. I'm not sure why. Well, I'm quite happy that I didn't feel her do it. And so I hope it doesn't affect you too much. Just messing with my tripod because it looks like it's a bit off kilter. Hopefully it's not and your picture's okay. It's just after swinging up and round, it looks a bit... Okie dokie, Christopher. See you shortly. He's going to go and sort Otis, his dog, out. And probably 3 rashers of bacon on and an egg on a sandwich. That's normally a Sunday thing as well, isn't it, Christopher, I think? It could be an everyday thing. I mean, why not? See me? Happy dog walking. Hopefully that's all right. I just noticed that my... You had your Sunday treat. We've hit a little bit of a lull. We have got a couple of EasyJet flights that are waiting. One going to Lisbon and the other is going to Amsterdam. Nothing. Ah, yes, there is. I was going to say nothing on approach, but that would be a lie because BA flight SHA, well, it's call sign SHA2L, BA 1370 in there 319 are approaching. So I believe that Stockport, the BA flight's over Stockport at the moment. And so talking about 2 minutes on the way in. EasyJet are going to go, and they're going to go quite sharp by the look of it. Apologies for the slight break in transmission then if you experienced that. I noticed. And so I think it's done it again. If you can tell me what your picture's like, I'd be exceedingly grateful because it seems to be bouncing between a couple of my networks at the moment, one of which isn't very clever. And so how are we doing on the image front? And so because looking okay for you, is it? If that deteriorates, please let me know because it's swapping between a couple of my networks at the moment. Hello, Sil. How are you? You good? Hopefully it's looking okay to you. And so, because I believe it's not quite 5G at the moment. And so if that deteriorates, please let me know and I will use another option. I've got a couple of options there to bounce between. It's just that one signal seems to be outweighing the other signal, and I think it's because it's just stronger, which can sometimes happen. And so I am going to go back. I'm going to swap over again, folks, I think in a minute, and try and go back. It has been a while. I hope you're okay, Sil. What's this coming in? It has been a while. I hope you're good. I'm sorry you've had lots going on. I hope it's nothing too serious that you've had. So we're looking at the arrival of Erlingus EIDES from Dublin. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sil. My sincerest condolences to yourself and the family. I'm so totally sorry for your loss. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that she's not suffering anymore. It's always hard, isn't it? Watching people you love poorly. I'm sure that everyone watching echoes what I'm saying, and in that we're so terribly sorry. Hopefully the picture is okay for you. I'm going to keep checking on it, although it doesn't always give me the most accurate as for what is experienced on YouTube. I think that's simply because I'm too bleeming close. Another arrival to the airport in the shape of Virgin. So no, the picture's awful, isn't it? The picture's awful. Not at all like it was. It was very clear and now it's gone very awful. And so I'm going to swap over, please. Hopefully that is... this internet needs to behave itself now. We were flying for a while. I'm going to turn one bit off, because that'll stop it interfering. I'll put that away in a minute.